Hey, sorry.
Hey guys.
We couldn't find the Dwayne Pipe audio.
And we need it tonight.
Absolutely.
Delay. Can you guys let us know how the beauty filter looks?
Is it on?
I trialed it. We'll see whether... I don't know if it's making any difference.
I doubt it.
It's got a big red X over Ben's head. Can't compute.
It's working. I honestly can't tell the difference, but hopefully someone can.
Yeah. You need someone watching it on their 4K TV at home.
Yeah.
We have sound.
We do have sound?
Nath let us know, so
Thanks, Nathan.
hell yeah, we can kick it off.
Sorry I took so long to get those posters to you, Nathan.
Bloody hell, Sam.
All right.
Ignore the branding on his shirt and hat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. No, that's my other job. That's okay.
My headphones are a little bit tight. There we go.
Oh, no, you've ruined
Oh
it,
my
Ben.
God.
After
Can you hear?
assumed after
Better?
Sam's antics when I entered the room that would be okay.
That would also help.
Ah, yep, beauty. Thank you.
All right.
As long as that's not too annoying. Try and keep my head relatively stationary.
Are you good there, Ben?
Thanks for asking, Sam. Doing okay?
Oh, hell yeah! Take that, Collingwood, you pieces of shit. Where's the trolls now?
Gotcha.
Welcome to Here We Crow, episode 137. Ben, you wanted to say something there?
No?
Oh, I thought you said something.
Made a noise.
Team, thanks for joining us. Oh, what a weekend. What a Saturday night. Oh, my God, what a round one. Opening game of the season for the Crows. We're absolutely going to get into our amazing win against Sam, welcome.
Thank you, Lauren. It's nice to be here.
Kate, hello.
Hi.
And Ben, hi.
Howdy, Lauren.
Oh my God, we're excited to talk about the game for once. So nice.
I feel like we were just a little... We were probably how we are last week, weren't we? We were just a little bit down, not sure about the season, but...
Look, I don't know if we were down, just
Maybe not
maybe a
down.
bit contemplative.
Yeah.
Maybe not expecting the best.
Yeah.
You know, just classic Crows fan
Yeah,
stuff, really.
pretty much. Pessimistic.
Well, maybe you. Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
But no, we're feeling good. Okay. Oh, Lauren's a robot. Woohoo!
Oh, is she?
That's
think
okay. You'll just
for a
have to
sec,
deal with
they
that for a
said.
while.
Oh, God. And I was going to have a crack at Phoenix's one last night.
Oh, wow.
no.
That was a lot of
Or Sunday night, was it? Yeah.
issues.
That was last night, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it's fine. We'll get through. We're going to review the game, of course, and we'll be giving our first votes for the season. Dog Act returns tonight as well, and we're going to have a couple of segments returning. We'll just keep those as a surprise. But firstly, let's get into it. 137. Ben,
I'm the stat man.
Spectacular work, Sam.
Thank you, mate. I knew you'd be impressed.
right on it.
So, for such an encouraging start to this segment, I'm sorry, it's going to fall pretty flat tonight. So, 137, the player was Jacob Schubeck.
I have zero memory of
Just
this
looking,
man.
just taking a peek at your picture there.
I remember the name.
Yeah, I remember the
Yeah,
name.
looks like a bit of a dead shit there. Sorry, Jacob.
Shit.
Okay.
You guys will have to Google it.
Didn't know if we'd get personal against poor old Jacob, but that's
It's
okay.
just the image. I'm not
Cop and
saying he
Strafe.
is one.
It's not the most flattering a picture.
It's
no.
really not, no.
And that
I'm
is
sure
what's
he'd
on the
agree.
official Adelaide Crows website too. So
They should pump it up, improve it with AI maybe.
yeah, something needs to happen to that photo. So 7 games with us between 03 and 04. We picked him up.
7?
Yeah, picked him up in 01 draft at pick 59. He was a small forward. 1 game in 03, 6 games in 04 before injuring his shoulder, and never quite made it back into the team before getting delisted. So having said that, he played 7 games and only kicked 4 goals. So as a small forward, that's probably not going to keep you on the list.
Probably not.
No. After the Crows, returned to Sale in Victoria, where he was from, played a bit of local football. I think at the moment, or at least last year, he was coaching the Sale City Bulldogs. But there was just nothing showing up other than that in terms of
Incorrect.
close life.
His
that I
son,
could find.
Jonty, was at South a couple of years ago, according to Boise.
Nice one, Boise.
Yeah, well, I stand by my statement that nothing about him. I didn't say anything
Did you
about
have
his
that in your
progeny.
notes, Ben?
I was waiting for Ben to finish to add that just in case it was in there.
Oh, no.
But
I knew it
just
wasn't.
go for it. You knew it wasn't.
Ben searches with those little things in the Google thing, so it only shows those results,
Oh, right.
nothing adjacent.
It's extraneous,
Yeah.
right?
No, I just didn't see it. I did see something about South. I'm like, he didn't play for South. He was played for Glenelg. What's this all about? But then, no. So
Young
that was
Jonty.
obviously his son.
No further research required.
No.
But, so that was that. Then we get to the interesting to me 137 stats, and I found nothing interesting. It was a
Wow.
very,
Nothing.
very boring
Barren.
number.
AFL tables was barren.
Oh, there was things. It was something like, I don't know, Brian Binky did something or other, but
Is that less boring or more boring than what you normally dish out?
much. I highly scrutinise, and it is. You wouldn't believe the number stats that I
The shit that he
read
filters through.
that doesn't make the cut.
Control F on
Only-
AFL tables.
Only
What did I find?
the kindest interesting to me facts make it to
Oh,
this
no,
podcast.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
The findest.
Yeah.
The ones you find.
All right. Later in the episode, you'll find out what doesn't make the cut for 137.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Here we
sorry,
go
Ben. I'm
after
picking on you.
Oh, boy.
Well, thanks for that,
50% more
Ben.
boring.
Well done, Ben.
That's great. Well, let's get straight into it, shall we? Because we all want to talk about it.
Do we have a thing for that?
Yeah, with a football button.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Sorry.
that one? See,
Yeah.
it's been a while, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
We should have done a practice run
Yeah, we
before
should
we
have.
started the season.
What did that one go under?
Nintendo?
Oh, Nintendo.
yes.
Because of course it did.
There it is.
That doesn't exist in the game anymore.
Doesn't it? Oh, no. That's true.
So weird.
Yeah, we're sticking with it though.
Anyway, let's get on with it. Adelaide Crows defeated the Collingwood Magpies 13 goals 15, 93 to 11 goals 13, 79. Now we're mixing it up a bit this season, guys, and we're going to get straight into Ben's analysis and stats. Ben, take it away.
That's right. So if you're a fan of me, just listen to the start of the pod. If you're not, just push it out with a few fast forwards and then you should be fine.
You just see him reclining as the pod goes on.
Well, that's me done. So, anyway, so match of the week. So I thought we started really well. We got a couple of goals early. Centre clearances looked dynamic. We were surging out of the middle. From halfway through sort of that first quarter to half time, we looked like we just could not move the ball out of our back half. We were stuck. We were just kicking it to the boundary line near the 50-metre mark and then really struggling to move it from there. Third quarter, much better. We were starting a bit more run and gun, a bit of lateral kick to open up space, and that was good. Last quarter, we were looking like we were a bit out of gas and did well to hold on, I reckon. So, Stats-wise, so we won hit-outs. So our new dynamic ruck duo got 35 to 19 hit-outs. Centre clearances was very strong, so 16-19. However, from those centre clearances, we only scored 8 points of our 93. So they didn't result at the moment in terms of us getting a score on the board.
Yeah, right.
But it's still better than them the opposition going forward and kicking a score against us.
Yeah.
The majority of our scoring was from our defensive half, partly because the ball lived down there so much. And Collingwood scored most of theirs from their forward half. So that we played two very different games. They were getting score from holding it in forward. We were getting score from shooting it from the back line into the forward line. So,
Yeah.
and and we were really relying on turnover. So of our 93 points, 77 came from turnover. So that's like 83% of our scoring is getting the ball back from the opposition as opposed to like a stoppage or a kick in. So,
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, stoppages around the ground weren't quite as rosy as the centre clearances. So we lost them 20-13 in terms of clearances from a stoppage. So I think that's where you get more of your wrestly sort of ruck contest. That's where McAndrew and probably still Toby Murray to a degree have still a bit to learn about how to use their bodies in that
Yep.
situation to help. I think they still got a bit of the tap, but probably wasn't as well connected as the taps in the centre. So
It visually didn't look too bad though, did it?
wasn't too bad, but yeah, it was certainly different. When they got to jump, they were able to just lace it out to our players. When they had to wrestle, it was more of a scrappy sort of a tap. Maybe they got their hand to it, but that wasn't with as much direction, I don't think. So yeah. Contested ball, we smashed them 140 to 115. So I thought that's one area we did look pretty good at, going in hard for the ball, and we still matched them for uncontested. Ooh, I really care what I say that.
That was close.
Which I think was important because last week when they played Saints, they were smashing them in that particular stat. I don't want to say again.
UPs.
That's right. A bit random is you get 75 rotations in a game. We only use 65 of ours.
I did notice that.
And Collingwood used 73 of theirs. But, yeah, I don't know how often we don't get particularly close. And we had someone like Toby Murray who only played 32% of the game.
Do you think that's got something to do with the no sub rules?
Yeah, well, he was almost like sub figures, but used throughout the game instead of having to come on at the end,
Yeah.
Toby Murray. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it all goes, whether that's just a anomaly game where we normally would use more rotations.
Is
but
it trying to build up the tank a bit as well,
I'm not
maybe?
Sure. Yeah, I
Do,
don't know.
do you think he was important? Like they're talking up his game, like structural
Murray?
wise. Yeah.
Um,
Like obviously we intentionally played an extra tall,
Yeah.
very tall.
I
So
guess
like is he?
at the moment it feels like the biggest part of his importance is that it means Steelthorpe doesn't have to do it. But I would have thought potentially if there's another player in the team who could do that, then it's not 100% crucial maybe for Toby Murray, but I
as
don't know.
long as that player isn't Riley O'Brien.
No. Well, it's only 32% of the game. How much damage could he do?
As if probably like 32 if he was in it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's interesting. We'll see if it's just what they've run with this week. But yeah, see how it goes. But that was my main thoughts and stats.
Nice.
Pick it
Excellent.
apart.
Thanks, Ben.
That was pretty crispy.
That was
Gonna
great.
say, yeah, that was quite. It happened at quite the clip.
Really embraced the new thing right at the start.
Yeah, so everyone will tune out now because they don't want to hear our shit opinions.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
What do you think, Sam?
It was did any of us think we were going to win at the start of the last quarter when 10 minutes into the last quarter and Collingwood were coming at us?
I was pretty worried, but I was just more like, as if this is going to happen again.
Yeah.
But what did impress me was the fact that we'd clearly prepared for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we actually managed to execute the final quarter plan.
Yeah.
I don't think at any stage did I definitely think we're going to lose just
Yeah.
because their ability to kick a goal, unless it was someone running through the 50 to kick a goal, they just could not find anyone in their forward 50. So it felt like they were always going to struggle to kick enough goals to get back in front. But yeah, I don't know.
We absolutely deserved to win the game. So
And I thought in that third quarter and a couple other times we left a fair few easy kicks at goal that we should have kicked that we didn't get. So
yeah.
And then
for
there was
sure.
all those out on the full kicks that kept happening
Oh,
for some
the first
reason.
quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just like,
Yeah.
okay, we're dusting a few cobwebs off there, I guess. But geez,
But it was an excellent effort. It was a good coaching display. Obviously, Matty Nix with online Crow supporters obviously cops it a fair bit, but I think you can't say anything negative about how they decided to play that game. At the start, it was pretty boring. It was pretty dull. I think it was a bit of like, I don't know, it was sort of like a tit for tat sort of thing at the start. We were both testing each other to see where the teams were at, and then after half time, we just came out with this sort of like, all of a sudden we were kicking at 45 degrees into the middle and things were flowing. Wayne Miller really came into the game.
Yep.
He was doing his bit in the first half, but really sort of started to shine in that second half.
yeah.
And,
He was huge.
It was just, I don't know, it was just one of those games that really restores my faith in the Crows. I think there was lots of games, like we would have lost that last year, 100%. And it just felt like, I don't mean 100% as in we definitely would have, but like it just felt like one of those games we would have lost last year.
Definitely,
We
yeah.
didn't win, and it seems so dumb because we finished on top of the ladder. We didn't win big games last year. We won some good games last year, but those really big games that we really wanted to win, we let slip.
Well, we did beat Collingwood in one of those
We
games.
did. And
But
I know
it was
and-
one of
and-
those close ones again.
And
which
the one,
was,
and when we beat Brisbane, there was the talk of they just couldn't kick a goal.
Yeah,
in the
Yeah.
last
yeah.
quarter.
And I'm not saying that necessarily to be negative, but like it just felt like we never. I don't know. This felt different. I felt
Yeah,
really
I know what you
positive
mean.
after this game.
Yeah.
Being able to get over the
and
line.
I thought in that last quarter when they were coming, it didn't feel like we just went back to the let's just kick it out from behind. Let's just kick it to the wing.
To the wing.
To a contest where then it's just going to get pumped straight back.
yeah,
in.
we still
Like,
kept our
Absolutely.
attack up.
we still kept trying to find a target as opposed
Yeah.
to just kicking to a contest.
And we seemed to manage to get it closer to goal before that inside 50 kick too, which just always looks better. It gives you so much more option. I know you dished up the stats before, but the eye test with our new ruck setup and the midfield setup just felt so much nicer. It just felt like we had a chance when the ball was there.
Yes.
But you could see the connection there,
Yeah.
which
That's
feels
right.
like we haven't had that for a long time. And
No.
I think that's what dawned on me during it was how, a lot of those players have played together in the Sandful for a long patch of time. So it wasn't like having a completely new ruckman come into a team that's all just been playing at senior level all the time, and they had to the connection was already there with a lot of them. So
Yeah.
with Berry I really noticed that as I was watching it, and that hadn't occurred to me in the lead up. So yeah, I agree.
was that one of Barry's best games, by the way?
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been really critical of Barry, but he was great.
Yeah.
He still does a lot wrong in my eyes. I'm not a super hyper technical football watcher, but he still does. He still does things that annoy me, but and that make me think that maybe he's, is he our long term midfield prospect? But it was a good game, yeah, for sure.
I mean, he kind of was sitting on Dacos for a little bit, but then he really kind of broke away from that tag, which I wouldn't say we did tag Dacos at all, really.
It was a bit of a mix, wasn't
And
it?
had a few great clearances out of the centre as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed with Barry. My thoughts are very good pressure in the first quarter. Obviously, we kept Collingwood goalless, which just made me really excited. I was like, wow, okay, well, maybe we are coming up here a little bit. Obviously, like you said, the second quarter was a bit not as good and a little bit like, oh, all right. But there was that Rochelle holding the ball in our forward 50, which was such a crucial moment for us
Yeah.
to kind of keep that level up. And then, the third quarter where we just kind of switched on, really turned the game around and really, I think, surprised Collingwood. They didn't know what to do. Miller, absolute class. Braden Cook, wow. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome.
We've been waiting.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for those kind of moments from Cookie, and he's bringing them now.
I said to my dad while we were watching it, it's just like he's got the talent. We've
Yeah.
always known he's had the talent. It's just we haven't seen it on the big stage yet.
Yeah.
And I think he's kind of announced himself, hasn't he, in
Yeah.
a way?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what really impressed me the most about that third quarter is, like Ben said, our aggressive use of the corridor, but we also kept structure and we executed everything. It was just one of a 10, 15-minute patch of brilliance from the Crows, which if we can keep that up, for at least a quarter for the season, for every game, well, I don't know.
Was
Could
anyone
be
disappoint-
unstoppable.
Was anyone disappointed that Philthorpe didn't hurt Dacos? God, he could have
Oh, he
absolutely
could have.
nailed him.
Yeah, yeah. Not if it meant
Oh.
he would have got rubbed out.
No, of course.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
tongue in cheek, but yeah,
Yeah.
God, he
Yeah.
had an opportunity there, and he very much looked after him.
For sure. Kate, anything to add?
Yeah, look, I think for me, I really enjoyed watching the Crows not get rattled. Even in that last quarter, I was like, here's the point where we would get rattled, and it just didn't. We didn't panic. And we're able to absorb it and get back on, onto our own game. And I think that's just hearing you talk before, Sam, about like last year versus this year. I feel like, the year before, like 2024, we would lose those big games even if they were close. In 2025, I feel like we won more of them, but they were close, and we weren't sitting here very convinced that we won. It was, often on like a edge of a knife, kind of could have gone either way. And this felt like a real solid, we planned, we executed, we adapted. It all happened the way it needed to, and we didn't get freaked out when something wasn't going to the original plan. So, I thought that was excellent. I really noticed the experienced recruits, aside from Archie, who's obviously like he's going to take some time to meld with the team, but the ones that have been there for a year now, they're just so solid and stellar, and I feel like they're the bracket of player we've missed for so long, and just to see them be just all very like reliable, accountable, involved, that is, I think, just such a key for what's leveled us up and will continue to, I think, because they're now a year into our system and into our team. So that was something that stood out to me as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Couple of
Anything else?
points.
Oh, yeah.
Thilthorpe in the middle,
Yeah.
not rucking.
Yeah.
How good.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
It was, and apparently that's on him.
Yeah.
Nix was saying on 360 tonight, sort of like, okay, obviously they train for it to some degree, but it was his decision to go in,
Yeah.
which is that's just fun to watch.
I
He's
think
so
it's
good
like
below his knees.
honestly, like let's just roll with it. I know people want him up front, but we've got plenty of goal kickers. Let's just have fun with it while we can, because as soon as Curtin's back, he's out of there.
Yeah, he's so big, he's so good below his knees that that one that he was streaming forward probably should have made a better decision than what he did, but I don't know, that's exciting to see someone like him floating around in there.
And in the rewatch, it felt like him suddenly. I saw him in the middle, and that's when the second quarter started to change again. Like we just started to get some more momentum, and I think he's God. Well, I wish we had 5 of him, but I'm glad we've got one.
You'd think it also kind of fucks with the plans of the other team
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
because they're just like, that's something that they're going to throw in at random times and not really expect it and not really plan around that.
Yeah, for sure. He's probably not going to get in. Well, I'm not going to say that he won't, but he probably won't get in many of our votes. But Rochelle's game was excellent as well.
Very good, yep.
Yeah, he's sort of less flashy sort of role that
Yeah.
I think is going to be good for us if he can sort of make that his own.
Do we think he's lost the soft sort of tag or mantle that he was given, I think, earlier on in his career? Or do you think he has to do a little more to shake that?
Personally, I think so, because
Yeah.
when you watched him play on Saturday, he was really strong.
Yes.
Really strong, really aggressive tackler. Like he's very I'm going for this kind of aggressive player now. And I think I would say the same for Pedler as well. I mean, he's always been that player, but one thing that I noticed about Luke was, just very aggressive and no fear, which we definitely need in those two boys.
Definitely.
Couple of minor negatives. Archie really struggled to get involved. Nice to see him there running around, but didn't really get involved at all, did he? Like
he had a
touched
few
the ball,
moments.
but there
He was
wasn't.
kind of just like there when
Yeah.
he needed to be and
Yeah.
like handing it off.
And I
Yeah.
think too, he maybe was presenting in the forward line a few times that I noticed, but we went to another option. So it
Yeah.
wasn't that he wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's just we went another option. So,
Yeah, I'm not saying necessarily that
But
I'm
yeah.
worried about it, but
No.
more just it was would have like. If anything, it's a positive that he
I
wasn't
think Kate's
involved.
point is that it will take a little bit for
Yeah,
him
probably.
to like really be in that
Yeah,
in that thing.
Yeah,
in that, in
I
that-
also reckon that having Rankin in the team with him will be, I feel like without Rankin, he's probably, him and Pedler, I think in particular, trying to kind of cover some of that role. And I think, bring Rankin in and see how he goes with them both in the team will be really interesting if that's
I
what
think you're right.
happens. Yeah.
and probably a slight negative, but maybe also a positive in a way. It was potentially Saligo and what's his name, Peatling.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
shouldn't have played if we were braver. I feel like both of them were definitely a step or a half step behind where we would like to see them. Saligo definitely seemed off. He came into the game a little bit towards the end, but early on he didn't look himself.
Is it that, or is it just like there were other players who were, having a bit more impact.
He was making mistakes though that I don't think is not what he does. In my opinion, there was one that Hugh Bond kicked out from defensive 50, and the commentators kind of blamed Bond for it, but Saligo, if he was fit, gets that mark like that. It was high, yes, but it wasn't a terrible kick. Just things like that just felt he was a bit off.
Yeah.
I think he was fine, and he was obviously ticked off from a fitness perspective, but we've obviously shown that we tend to go to what we know. So yeah, that's probably why he played. But
I think he is obviously a bit underdone, but hopefully that will just come with time, because as far as I've heard, he's had a ripping preseason other than the managed
heart
low.
issues.
Yeah.
Quite significant other thing.
Yeah.
I think, on a couple of maybe slightly more downside aspects, he didn't have a bad game overall by any stretch, but I felt like Rory Laird just made a mistake at critical moments, kicked it out, kicked it in,
there was one in the last quarter. I can't remember what it was, but I got really angry.
Yeah, because it was such a pivotal time, and it was just that was no one's perfect, obviously, but whereas watching Tex also didn't have like a standout game, but at critical moments Tex had composure, and he was like, he had awareness, and he did like that huge handball through to Filthy in the forward line, and
except for that one handball that he literally handballed directly to the opposition.
and he kicked it out too, so but like if I compare those two senior players who are at the end of their career, I felt like Lairdy's mistakes were more damaging than Tex's, I guess, the ones that they had. And I did feel like Bond had a little bit of a dirty game. Like I agree with you about the Saligo thing. I was blaming Saligo, and then I was like, why are the commentators blaming Bond? But I think overall he wasn't unserviceable by any stretch. But I've seen him be classier, I think, than what he seemed on the weekend. But that we're nitpicking with any of that.
Well, I was going to say I probably actually disagree with the Tex remark, only because he was at crucial times, he was in the exact right position and just doing the exact right things that really helped set up some of our goals.
Yeah.
But he was playing a lot further up the ground than usual.
Yeah.
And that's that's kind of something that him and Fogg kind of take turns doing. But he was working it out. Like he was doing a lot. Especially in the second half.
Oh, sorry. I was praising Tex.
Yeah, that was
sorry,
she was
I
praising
compared.
Tex.
Sorry, if
Compared to Laird.
yeah, that's right. I was saying in some ways they had a similar game, but at the crucial times, Tex was like on it. So
he had
agree with
19
that.
disposals or something like that, which is a pretty high game for him too.
Yes, yeah. No, I was happy with Tex.
I think there were a lot of like impressive players. So we should get into some votes, I reckon.
Ooh, yes.
Do Ben first. We don't have a votes stinger, do we?
No, we don't. Ben, who are you voting for this game?
3 votes. I don't think it'd be too surprising. I thought for Miller.
Oh, we haven't even spoken about Miller yet.
Excellent game.
But we will. Well, I want to talk about him more.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
The haircut.
The non-haircut, you mean? I don't think he's had a haircut.
No.
And he looks so beefy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just the fittest he's ever been.
Yeah.
And
He just had so much of the ball, and he was really composed and able, in some pretty high pressure situations, able to just do something useful with it. So
just untackleable.
Yeah.
So I thought he stood out as definitely the best on the field.
I don't think you can use the word beefy though.
Oh, why? What have I misspoke about?
We've already got a beef in the team.
Oh, true. Yeah. Fair. I'm like, what's the double meaning that I don't know?
Raising the tone back up, I'll go for 2. I gave it to Neil Bullen. I thought, again, when we were looking a little bit shaky, I thought he brought a real level of experience and composure to the team.
He was fantastic. I think his best game for us.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. And I did give 1 to Cook for the fact that he had a complete game. We've seen bits of games from him, but this one he just seemed to be in it for the whole stretch. And again, his attack on the ball, like really won some really hard balls, but then when he got it, he did some really clever things in tricky situations.
Yeah.
So that's who I had for
Bit
my
of
3.
that spin out of traffic, like hand off to Miller.
Yeah.
I love that fancy shit.
Yeah. 100%.
More of that.
He loves the spin.
Yeah.
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 The pirouette.
Yeah,
if you will.
I love it too. Kate, who you got?
I went Miller a 3. On top of what Ben said, the sidestepping, the composure, the efficiency, and also I really loved this at the very. Picked it up on the rewatch at the very end of the game, like last 30 seconds, where his opponent got a mark in the forward line. And he just swore to himself and was really frustrated, even though it was like 30 seconds to go. We clearly won, and he was still like, yeah, I just loved seeing that. It just showed me that he's so hungry, and that was a really good look to me. So, 3 to Miller. I actually gave 2 to Cumming. I know he didn't have the perfect game, but I felt like I was trying to think about it. I feel like other people had their moments where they were in it and then maybe went a bit quiet, and I feel like he was pretty consistent across the whole game. Obviously, he got 2 goals. He opened out the goal tally for the year, and he was, in defence, he was everywhere. I feel like he's kind of, sewing up the curtain hole that we have a little bit at the moment.
Yeah.
And so I gave 2 to him, and then I gave 1 to Woz. I just love that man plays for us, and I think at the times where we were under a bit more pressure, he never drops his composure. And he also, got up from a bit of a tough hit. So So, but it was hard to choose. I could have given 5 people a vote there, easy.
I agree. One thing about Worrell too is that I did think that Keane's absence was noticeable in the first quarter, but then Worrell just kind of took the whole load on by himself, and it was like, Keane who? Like, can you imagine how good we're going to be when Keane comes back?
Yeah.
That's a good point. That didn't seem worrying at all, Keane not being there, did it?
No. And I thought Butts fairly quiet. I thought Nick Murray had a decent game,
Yes.
but it was all Worrell and Wayne.
To be fair, Collingwood's forward line is an absolute
I know they're
mess.
a shit show,
Yeah.
And I think as long as Butts can just keep whoever he's on really quiet, that's all. That's really what we need him to do.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, I've got some votes from Nuz, so I'll read those out. 3 for Junior, 2 for Riley Thilthorpe, and 1 for Worrell. Sam, who have you got?
I went 3 to Millerer for all the reasons that you guys have stated. 2 to Neil Bullen, same as Ben, and 1 to Worrell because he was just great again. Like I said, filled a massive void back there and still got a ton of the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I had the exact same votes as you, Sam, so that works out perfectly.
Excellent.
Quite achiever.
Hi, I'm Tyson Edwards.
You're such a quiet achiever.
Sam?
An absolute 4th vote this week. I went for Cook.
Yep, great. Love it. Kate?
Same.
Ben?
Well, I went with Worrell. I thought what you said, he's holding up the back line, leader for intercept possessions for our team. So
Yep. Well, I've got some special mentions.
Yes.
Filthy, Rash, Cumming. I thought he probably also had one of his best games for the Crows. Cook and McAndrew, but I actually went for Tex for the quiet achiever.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was just quietly doing his thing.
Yep.
I'd just like to pull Ben up for picking the second highest disposal getter for the Crows as his quiet achiever. Nice one, Ben. Very quiet.
no, he intercept possession. I thought it was valid. He
was everywhere and he was
Played it-
getting picked off by Pendlebury.
yeah, played a
So
crucial,
dirty.
crucial cog
Quietly.
in our back line, I thought. So
Oh, it's fine.
And
Yes.
Naz has gone for Hugh Bond and says he would have gone Cook, but he was anything but quiet.
Yeah.
It's a fair
Which is
choice.
true. He was pretty out there.
No, he was. Yeah, Ben could turn that around
damn
on me for
straight,
sure.
Naz, yeah.
I,
And I think for me, Rochelle probably just didn't make it into any of my votes just because I don't think his ball usage was as good as what we know it can be.
It was a bit off, wasn't it? Yeah.
He kicked to the opposition a few times, a couple out of bounds. So
I sort of liked what he did. It just didn't quite finish it, did he?
no, he didn't quite finish his work as well as you think that he should be able
Yeah.
to.
He still seemed to be like in the game a lot more than he ever has been.
Yeah, I think that's
Do you know
probably
what I mean?
where
Like-
the positive for me is.
'Cause
Yeah.
usually he's that kind of lockdown defender, but it seemed like he kind of broke out of that shell a little bit.
Do you mean Worrell or?
Oh, we're talking
Shelley?
about Bond?
No, Shunga Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Oh God, I've lost the plot. Which Josh
I was
was
going to say
talking about?
lockdown defender.
Yeah, he's
Might not
never-
be his
I'm just
role.
reading comments
He's
and then
ne-
trying to listen to you guys.
He's never been a good lockdown defender, I agree.
Hey, never say never.
I floated the idea before the pod if anyone wanted to put in a favourite moment
Oh, I have
from
one.
the game. Yeah, I had one. And
Oh, did you? Where did I didn't see that?
Don't you steal
I
mine?
said it out loud. I didn't put it
Oh,
in
okay.
writing. Sorry. Yeah, do you want to go first?
No, you
then?
go first,
Oh,
'cause-
well, my favourite moment that I picked was Cook's reaction after his goal because
Oh, yeah.
he just turned and had like serious game face on until he saw other people celebrating, and then he smiled and had a big like celebration. Like he was just ready to go to the next like thing. He wasn't thinking about celebrating, which I just loved. I thought that was gold. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was my favourite moment.
This new segment is completely subjective, but you're actually
course.
wrong. The best thing was the McAndrew assist to Keys.
Oh, that was on my list as like, yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah,
I just
that was great.
Would Riley O'Brien have ever done that?
Mm.
No.
He would have
No.
tried,
He would have tried.
Yes.
and the ball would have been out of
And
bounds.
airy.
Ben, did you have a favourite moment?
Yeah, well, I think for me it was the Keys inside out goal. Just
That swung
it came-
It was
crazily.
beautiful.
and it came at a
Amazing.
really important time in the game. So
And his first goal against Collingwood, they were saying, which I
Yeah.
didn't know. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
they did keep saying he's never kicked a goal against Collingwood. They did bring that up a lot. So.
Yeah, that's right. Which now I go, why was I just taking that on face value? What do they know? But anyway,
Yeah.
Lauren, anything come to mind?
Well, actually, while we're on the topic of McAndrew, I've got to say that my favourite part of the game was watching him kick and how naturally good he looked at kicking the ball.
just a
I was
shame.
like, God, that looks good.
It was just a shame that dropped Mark in the forward 50.
Yeah, if he hadn't done that,
look,
his game would have been like it was good.
It was
yeah.
a shame, but look, I'm not going to hold it against him.
No.
He just looked like a legit footballer.
He just he
No
passed the
offense, Rob.
eye test just so
Yeah.
much for me. And I know I'm super negative on Riley O'Brien. I understand that, but yeah, wowee.
But
And I think. Sorry,
You go.
I was just going to say he passed the test against like a good ruckman as well.
Yeah, it's a good
Darcy,
ruckman.
Darcy
Yeah, yeah.
Cameron is not an easy ruckman to
Not
beat.
at all.
so,
No,
yeah.
not at all.
And I think, we do have, we've had many years of the same ruckman with the same, I guess, flaws. So to see a contrast slotted into our team is different than watching other ruckman in other teams. So yeah, it's definitely a contrast. Yeah.
I think we do have to prepare ourselves for Rob to come
Totally.
back in the
Oh,
side. though.
have you heard
100%.
the from the club? It's like any opportunity they can mention that Riley O'Brien will play his role during the year. They've managed to squeeze that in, which really
Look, I mean, we shouldn't be so harsh on Rob because he's made McAndrew the player he is today.
Yes.
Has he?
Well,
That's what
yeah.
Mitzi
Does he? Is he reading the books, reading the literature?
Hope not. I hope not. Not
I
that
think-
literature.
I think Nixie made that point in his presser, didn't he? He was saying, that Rob has been, guiding both of those guys, and that's a big part of why they're stepping up into the team now. And that's a fair point.
Dawson
Yeah.
led with Riley O'Brien will play a role this year in his interview with Kingy and
Is that
Collinsy this
just
morning.
like them? Is that just them making him feel better?
I hope so. Look, I really.
I mean, it can be, and that's fine.
I
of
hope. I
course.
totally understand that McAndrew might not be able to run out a season, but I just hope we don't go back to the well when we don't need to. That's all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I'm
I
saying.
think it's
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
think it will be good for McAndrew in the long run.
Mm.
While he builds up an AFL tank,
Yeah.
and so all is not lost. Yoshi's just put in a good comment. It was good that Dawson didn't need to put the side on his back, but just did his job, helped out where needed.
Yeah.
And is this the first game that Dawson hasn't been in any of our
Yeah.
votes?
And not played like a shocker or
Yeah.
been injured.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because he was
Absolutely.
definitely serviceable.
he was.
He didn't do anything necessarily wrong. It
No.
was just,
No.
yeah.
I was going to bring it up during the thing that it was almost like a massive positive that we didn't rely on him. Like,
Yeah.
he was great and he obviously led the side, but we didn't rely on him like we usually would. So
And the other big positive is we also didn't have our other key playmaker in Rankin playing,
Yeah.
and we get him
I
back.
know.
So
Well, that's a
Yes.
big discussion for later on
Mm.
in the show about who comes out for Isaac.
I
Hotly
I had
discussed.
one other point. It's a very random observation, but I haven't seen a lot of the Sandful, and I must have watched Toby Murray more when he maybe didn't have a shaved head,
Oh, yeah.
because he was running around. Well, the moment he hit the ground, I was like, oh my god. I had a flashback of like, it's Sean McKernan. Sean McKernan's in our team. And I don't know if it's the shaved head or the like maybe lack of clavicle bones. But yeah, I just had this moment of like, wait, what just happened? I've gone back 10 years.
It's like an elongated neck up region
Yes.
with him as well, isn't it? Without the head, with like,
And I checked about their numbers. They're not quite the same, but they're both 30 something.
Yeah,
so I was
okay.
like, just had this moment of like, what decade am I in?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I reckon we should hear from Nuz. So let's wait for the phone call.
Oh, no, Nuz is out.
Is he?
Yep. Nuz is not feeling
Oh,
the
fair.
best.
Oh,
Oh, I thought he said he was going to call.
I hope you feel
he-
better.
Yeah, no, he's calling.
What?
You haven't caught up with the chat, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, Lauren.
He's
Oh,
on.
he bailed there like 5 minutes ago. I saw. Sorry.
No, I told him not to worry about it, but he said,
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
Nuz.
good on you,
Good.
Nuz.
call now, Nuz. Let's have a Sandful rap.
Is it your phone?
Yours?
Oh.
You tried to cue in the sound.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's not ideal.
Oh, no, it's mine. Oh, fuck. Turning off Bluetooth.
We're just no help at times like this, Ben.
Well, but we're also, it's not our fault. So,
That's true. We're not to blame either.
no.
We have to fill the silence. That's what we have to do.
Yeah, sorry. Well, let's have some comments. Jaden,
Good
is
idea.
Junior a top 10 ball user in the AFL? He reminds me of Aaron Davey. Anywhere, anytime, he'll hit you on the chest, lace out. I reckon he is. Hey, Jaden. He is just actually amazing. And that's why I've been a Miller believer for a very long time.
Yes.
And I'm just so happy
Yeah.
that he's finally like having a good injury-free time.
May it continue.
I think he said this might be his first full preseason or something like that.
Yeah, it sounds about right. 'Cause
Yeah.
he hasn't really had many clean runs at it. So
It's really good that I think both ways that he stuck with the club and the club stuck with him over all of that. And
Definitely.
yeah,
And I think, Matthew Nick's daddy has also been a Miller believer because he was straight up like, he's in round one. That was last year after he came off the knee or whatever. He was like, he's in.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not. And everyone was a bit like, oh, are you sure? Well, he was right.
oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So good. Oh,
here we go.
Hello.
Here he is.
Mavis.
Hell. Hello.
We're good now.
Hello, is this the Crowcast?
wish.
Is the same amount of audio issues, Nuz?
Oh. No, hey, if you didn't realise, Mavis is Nuz. Who would have thought?
Sorry. I've given away the.
No.
Sorry,
Nuz,
everyone.
welcome back to Here We Crow for another season. How you going?
Yeah, oh, look, I'd be lying if I said I was tip-top. I've got a bit of a headache, but I thought I can't miss this chance to call in on a Collingwood win, can I?
no.
So,
Yeah.
Tell us what you thought.
yeah, well, it just, maybe it's occurred to everyone that VB isn't a bad coach and we just couldn't execute the game plan this whole time.
No one's saying that yet, Nuz. Let's be real. But
Lauren nearly did a spit take then.
I watched
could happen.
I watched the replay, and what I do is I look at the centre square stuff and really concentrate on that. And when we had Phil Thorpe in there as a ruck rover, he just the way he went about it, like he's a natural midfielder. I'm not sure if you remember when I interviewed him. It would have been about 4 or 5 years ago now. I asked him about, do you want to be a midfielder? And he jumped. He's like, yeah, that's like the number one thing I want to do.
I do remember that, Nuz.
Yeah, like is this the beginning of something special? Like,
Oh, wow.
Paddy Cripps can do it. He's 195. What? Why not?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Well, that's why I
exciting.
kind of thought, like, if we're putting Curtin in there, why not Filthy?
Yeah. Imagine a midfield with Curtin, Philthorpe, McAndrew, and then you've got Dawson at one, who's the small one at 190.
Oh, wow.
And then
midget.
little Rankin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
underneath.
God. Yeah, underneath. You got to make sure you don't step on him. Like, look, it was the most mature win I've seen. It seems that every year we've got a different victory, and last year it was the Brisbane game, and then the Collingwood game. The year before that, years ago, it was that Melbourne game where
Yes.
Nick Henry talked it out of a stadium. You know, so every year it's been something, and it's just wonderful to see us continually grow because weren't we all scared that we could go backwards quite easily this year?
Well, I wasn't that scared, but people have been scared.
Yeah.
I was scared.
I was scared. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's just such a mature win.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
another thing that I meant to bring up earlier was that I think we were the first team to have beaten a winning side from opening round
Oh, yes.
that hasn't also played opening round. So no one previously has been managed to do that. Freo came close against Geelong, but they ran out of legs. We actually got over the line, which no other team has been able to do so far.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Which is huge. I mean, and it's against Collingwood, who are
Yes.
known as a fit team
And away.
at the MCG and away. And not only that, but we had a really rough pre-season with so many injuries. I mean, Jake Saliga literally had heart surgery a couple of weeks ago, and he's out there tackling like a boss, like it's crazy. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's-
I mean, we're pretty much on the back foot, and you see other clubs on the back foot when they start their season. I mean, look at Brisbane. You know, lost 2 in a row. They seem to always have a rough start because they won the grand final. You know, other clubs that, you know, do well in finals, if they're young, can often have a bit of a dip because they're trying to get used to playing on a shorter pre-season. But to play like that in round one, if we can continue that, sky's the limit. There's no reason why we can't finish top 2, really, if we're
wow.
playing like that.
Naz,
Honestly.
Naz, please. We don't need this now.
Hey, look, we finished first last year. What can I say?
Yes.
It
That's
was
true.
just such a mature win, and I like
Yeah.
that we were a bit. Look, I won't say the word as a PG show, but a bit
It's not.
niggly.
Lauren's on it.
I remember the old Hawthorn, you know, niggly, annoying Hawthorn
Yes.
Yeah.
players from like. It looks like we're finally that team now.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're not the nice guys anymore, which is good.
Yes.
No, well, actually, it's funny you say that because I was watching the game on my phone while I was out with some friends, and one of my friends came over and said, "Oh, you know, you're a real Crows nuff, aren't you?" Yeah, I think I like the Crows, but I live in Alberton, so I'm kind of like surrounded by Port. And I was like, "Look, if you feel the pull, you feel the pull." And she said, "No, actually, I don't feel the pull to Port." And then she said, "But Crows are kind of the Ponce team, aren't they?" And I was like, "Well, they're definitely not the working class team, but I was like, but now I don't really think you could describe them as that."
Yeah.
So I think you're right on the money there, Nels.
Yeah, definitely.
No, represent South Australia. We did well. I want to touch on SANFL and how terrible it was.
Please,
They're
I was
about as-
looking for the Samful rap button, but I can't
Oh, is it
find
not
it.
there?
Oh, they were. It was
Not that we
just,
need to hear that terrible song from Dan.
oh, poor Dan. He's not there to defend himself.
No,
Hang on.
he won't ever be.
Oh, there it is.
That'll do.
Well, I can wrap it up in one word, just like the song "Shithouse." No, sorry, Dan. No, I love it. I love it personally.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
and so does Wilmus as well. By the way, but no, it was a crappy game. We looked off the pace. We looked uninterested most of the time, and Draper got injured. I mean, it could have been worse, but not much worse. Let's be honest. It was just nothing to report. Ludovic looks like he could be a good player in the future, but it'll hit slow burn. Edwards and Taylor didn't play badly in the midfield, and neither did Draper. Did some good stuff here and there. So he looked like he's on the right track again. He doesn't look like he's going to have second-year blues, but he just needs to get that bloody body right, doesn't he? Don't know what's going on there. Kieran Strawn played centre-half back, which is weird.
Get him in
I don't know
too.
what.
Just go full, like, massive team.
Yeah, get him in. Why not? Yeah, and O'Brien playing on ball. Yeah. O'Brien didn't play badly, but he just did O'Brien things,
Yep.
really. You know, just standard, falling over occasionally, terrible disposal. But in the right spot, you know, he just does what O'Brien does.
Yeah.
Tyler Welsh looks like he's lost a bit of weight, which is promising,
Positive.
which means that he's in the, and it shows his positive mindset of thinking, shit, this is his last year to actually do something, because the talent's there, and it might be a slow burn with him as well. But if the fact that he's lost weight and he looks like he belongs out there, great signs. and he's getting up the ground more. So I saw him at centre half back, getting a disposal or trying to at least. So the fact that he's running up and down the ground, at least there are some good signs there. And Finbar Malley didn't do too much, but he wasn't not involved. Whether he replaces Murray, I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so. He didn't do that much. And the other one that was played quite well and caught my eye was that Tom Bell guy in defence.
Yeah. So he's a top-up player now, or?
Just SANFL. It just playing as a top-up. So, but no, he definitely didn't do his mid-season chances any hindrance. So he looked pretty good.
Is he your new Drury?
Drury, yeah, he was out there.
Was Indy Cotton, is he showing anything as yet, or is he still a bit off the pace?
I honestly didn't see him. I only watched half the game, in all honesty, but usually that's enough to kind of gauge what's going on. But I didn't even see him. I think I saw him once on the outskirts, and that was it.
Did he play?
He might have even played. I thought I saw him.
Don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
Sorry.
sure. No, we didn't see anything. Or I didn't see anything. So.
Yeah. No, look, it was just a game to forget. Let's just never speak of it again. It was only a trial, and the proper game starts on Saturday, 28th, 2:10 against West Adelaide.
Right.
28th.
We're back.
Right. And then we'll have 3 or 4 buys after that first week. And then no, it'll be good. Good prep.
Yeah.
The
Brilliant.
festival of the bye.
No.
Fantastic, Nuz. Well,
Yes.
thanks very much for the update, and we will talk to you throughout the season for your Sandful Wraps and obviously your commentary on the Crows, because right now it feels like it's going to be a pretty fun season.
I think so. Yeah, I was looking at I was a bit worried at the start, and I've been looking at top 10 draft picks and who we could get and if we're going to fall down the ladder. But now I've got to look at these kids that are going to fall in the 20s and 30s and stuff. So I don't know. Hey, just quickly on that.
Yeah.
I know Dyson Sharp, we were all angry that we didn't get him last year. He played for Essendon and got 2 goals, but he looks the part, but he didn't do a lot else.
Yeah.
I don't think we've missed out on the next Messiah. We've just missed out on a very good possible 200 gamer type, but not like, he's not Nick Dacos. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good to know.
And he's no Jagger Smith either.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
All right, love it, Nuz. Thanks very much for jumping on, and hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. Thanks.
We will
Thank
definitely
you.
talk to you in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime.
Bye,
All right,
Nuz.
see ya.
Soon. Thank you, Nuz. Now, before we get into the next segment, which I will say is Dog Act, to our listener buy me a coffee subscription, monthly subscription. And shame on you all listening right now, because Morgan is a Port supporter and still listens to Here We Crow podcast and loves it. So all you people in the chat, if you're not Morgan, well, you got to do better than that. Come on,
Shown up
people.
by Port supporter.
But very
Thank you,
grateful
Morgan.
for your listenership, Morgan, and I hope I get to see you soon. Let's get into Dog Act. Press the button, Sam. Find the button.
Is it still in the green?
You can buy us a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/herewecrow. Dog Act. All right, well, there were only a couple of dog acts in this game. I'm not talking about the Scott Pendlebury bump on Worrell. Look, whatever happens with that at the tribunal, well, we'll see, but we all know he's getting off on the good bloke clause, so don't worry about that. But definitely the dog act of the night was Steel Sidebottom whacking Hugh Bond in the side for what was really not that big a deal. He was just kind of holding man a little bit on the mark, which every player does, but Steel got a bit carried away and gave him the old elbow. That is a dog act in my books. Oh, for God's sake, Sam, you forgot you had to press the button again? If Bond's holding you back, you don't need to give a whack. Steel, be better than that. Dog act.
Well done, Lauren.
Nice work, Lauren.
Yeah, sorry, it was a bit lame.
No, it's good.
Nah, good.
Ben can do the next one.
It was achievable.
Yeah.
Like, the words, I think
Oh, so
that's
you're
good.
saying you could have done that one?
Oh, well, we'll never know. will we?
You guys might have missed out on this, but it was momentarily Sam Cam because the camera stopped working. So I flicked it back and it came onto my
Oh, wow.
laptop camera.
I can't wait to see that.
Monkey Magic said, "Lucky you trimmed your nose hairs." Which is, I actually did it yesterday, so it's very lucky.
Oh, lucky you got
Are
a
you glad
mustache to
someone
hide them.
noticed?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's nice.
All right, Sam, so you.
Ooh.
If you want to know what's in the spring, get into Rowan Jarman.
I only had one good, so if anyone else wants to,
Who's that? Is it Tim Silvers?
well, look who's decided to come back on the podcast.
Oh, no way.
Oh, hello.
Hello, friend.
Hi,
Who's this? Davis?
Judith.
Beryl. I'm just breaking up the next apricot slices for this week's game against the Foot Stray Dogs.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Is Chris Grant running out this week?
Yeah, Scotty Wind. Yeah.
Scotty Wine. Stephen Crediel. Yeah, all right. No, it's Dan here.
Hello, Daniel.
I just thought
Dan.
thought I'd do an impromptu call because I was listening live and I felt like I should call up and defend myself.
Yeah, that's fair. You could do that anytime.
I told them all you were dead.
Yes, I did hear that. And I heard some slander of the old Snoop Dogg rendition, which
Well, you're used to that.
is warranted. I'm still meaning to do a re-recording of that, so I will send it through
Oh,
at some
thanks.
point, as well as Ben's new stinger for his segment, which I said I'll do 4 months ago.
Yeah,
But
might be sending another one your way.
Yeah,
at
he's
some
got
stage
another
as
one in
well.
the pipeline.
Oof.
please do. I'll get into the studio and pump those ones out pretty soon. But lastly, I just I mainly wanted to call up to say well done on the dog act, Lauren. That was it was very seamless.
Thanks.
And pretty much my job's done now. That's it.
You've passed the baton on.
We've covered the Dan shape hole really well, have
Yeah.
we?
That's right. But all I was going to say is, this podcast is going well, and you clearly don't need me. So
It's not true, Dan.
Well,
Come
what-
back whenever you want.
What did you think of the game, Dan? You can at least give us
Yeah.
that.
I did, yes. I went through a series of emotions. I think most of us probably thought, here we go at the start of the last quarter when Membry got his goal and thought they're probably going to come back here. But, yeah, as you guys analysed, we stuck in and, got the job done, a very mature win, which in years gone by, you probably would have thought that's not going to happen. But, amazing way to start the year. I think we're all kind of back on board, pumped up. I'm now regretting taking a break from the pod.
Well, Dan, you know what you can do. You can sign up for the monthly subscription on Buy Me a Coffee.
That's right. I might even buy you some hot donuts this Friday night.
Oh, please.
Nice.
But
Oh, so you're coming to the game then?
Yeah, I think I am. I'm just
Awesome.
going to get the green light from home. So, it should be all good.
Oh,
But no, I look forward to sitting with you guys there and just wishing you the best of luck with the rest of the episode.
Thanks so
Thanks,
much, Dan.
Dan.
Lovely to hear from you.
I hope you don't miss me too much, listeners. But I'm sure you don't.
No, it's
They
pretty
definitely
do.
do.
Chockers in here.
they were pretty flat when we announced it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the listeners do miss you, but at least you can call up.
Yeah, I can just randomly call up in unprompted.
Yeah.
So now you've just added one more thing to Sam's What's in This Spring.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks, Dan.
No worries. I don't know if it's a good or a bad, but we'll find out. All right.
See
Take
you,
care,
mate.
guys.
See you, Dan.
Bye, Dan.
Oh, what a surprise.
that was nice.
Little
That-
surprise for the listeners.
That was actually impromptu.
It really was not planned.
No.
So what's your good thing?
The only good thing was I've just been watching a bit of TV, and we finally got to the end of that Night of the Seven Kingdoms. The little
Wasn't it great?
I loved it. It was
was
so good.
awesome.
Yeah, little spin-off series, and it was just so like unpretentious and just like a nice little story, and it was just well told, and there was no like rubbish. Every episode meant something. Like they didn't try and make it too PG or anything. Like
Yeah.
it was just nice.
I did think at the start though, like when they showed him like taking a shit under the tree, and then the second episode, like the knight had a giant dong. I was a bit like, what is going on with this?
Yeah.
But you know, as was pointed out to me, it was just them being like, this isn't that serious.
No, it was.
You know?
It wasn't meant to
Right.
be too serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good little series. And
Yeah.
yeah, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, definitely recommend.
Mm.
Even if you're not, it's just a tidy little 6 episode.
And they're only short episodes too.
Yeah. No, it was really sweet. I liked it too.
I was just so disappointed with Game of Thrones, and because I was so into it, and so I just can't. Even when I hear it's good, like I heard House of Dragon was good too, but I'm just like
Not as good as
not
this.
as good. Yeah,
This
I
is
just,
so
I
different.
just can't. I just don't trust them.
Yeah.
I'm just like I
Kate,
can't.
I'm
Nah,
telling
do
you,
this one.
this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so
and it's easy to
different.
watch.
Did you,
Okay.
are you-
Trust.
do you watch Star Wars stuff?
Not really. I have in the past.
This
I
is
do
the
like-
end.
This is
Andor.
the Andor of Star
Right.
Wars.
Okay, got it.
it's
Yeah,
the
I did hear
actual
good things about that.
It's just a cool little story. Like it's
Okay.
nothing too it's not too in depth. They haven't tried to like make it big blockbuster. There's not like edge of your seat endings to episodes. Like it's just
But it's also
Nice.
still intertwined with the families of, you know, the Seven Kingdoms. So it still kind of piques your interest in that Game of Thrones-esque way. But it's also
Yeah.
not about them at all.
Yes,
You know?
yes,
So, yeah,
okay.
No, it's good. We recommend.
Okay, I do trust you guys and your recommendations, so maybe I'll give it a go.
Well, I've been
Yeah.
watching The Pit.
oh yeah, you said that. I haven't got into
I think
it yet,
I said,
but-
I think I've mentioned The Pit before.
yeah.
What a show. It's so addictive. Oh
Yeah,
my
okay.
God, give me more. Give me more. But do you know what? Actually, a good thing that is happening this week is the second season of Last One Laughing UK is starting on
brilliant.
Amazon Prime, featuring Bob Mortimer, winner of season 1, Alan Carr, and Sam Campbell, and
Oh, I like Sam Campbell.
the chick, Professor, what's her name? The one in the Netflix one? Professor Dunk, is it? I can't remember. But anyway, it's really funny. I recommend it if you want something to just, you know, chill out to and just not think.
Sam Campbell is the dumbest comedian that just makes me cackle like an idiot.
Yeah, he's
He
very
just-
funny.
Yeah, his style just, yeah.
Kunk, that's the one. Thank you.
She's brilliant.
Yeah. that's-
Professor Kunk, yeah,
yeah.
she's on it as well. So
Yes.
I recommend that too while
Yeah,
we're
nice.
talking TV.
No other positives?
I had one.
Oh, all right.
I was just going to say, and this is football related, like the last
Oh, no, this is
disposal
not where we
rule.
talk about football.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Never mind.
Back to football, come on.
It was the last disposal rule. Like I didn't see much of the. I didn't watch opening ground. I didn't see much of the preseason, so it was really my first chance to see it in action in the AFL. And I'm just like, why didn't we do this? I think Blighty last year when it came in was saying he suggested this yonks ago, and they poo-pooed it because it was a SANFL rule. And it made me sort of think, you know, not only was the like now I can't even remember what it's called, the intentional out of bounds, whatever it was called, like the umpires having to like mind read, but it also, I feel like it encouraged the players to fake, like to act like they weren't trying to go, and like we don't want that in other parts of the game.
Yeah.
So it just eliminates all that bullshit. I felt like I was 30% less annoyed at the umpires, and I know that you could argue the Crows didn't get a terrible run from the umpires maybe, but even then I was like, wow, it's really taken some frustrations out.
It was also really clear when they were trying to keep the ball in play.
Yes.
Like, you know, it was evident that
because
that was happening.
they were, because
Yeah.
they would. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's just like why insufficient effort is its name. That's the one. Yeah. So I just was like, they should have done this a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
but I'm glad they
well,
did.
All last year there was that many commentators who were from Victoria that it was foreign to them saying, oh, this is a terrible rule.
Mm-hmm.
How could you do that? Mainly because they kept calling it last touch as opposed to last possession. So they didn't even understand what the rule was
Yeah.
and they were poo-pooing it. So
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's just excellent.
Footwear sacrificed at half price and equipment slashed to half price. Rowan Jarman's huge half price sale. Don't miss it.
Just a couple of quick ones before we get into a couple of other little quick segments.
Yeah.
Just a couple of updates for the fantasy app over the weekend. Did you get those? Just like I think I got 3 or 4 forced updates
yeah,
for the AFL
I've
fantasy
certainly
app.
had a fair few times where it's glitched. And,
It is a terrible app, isn't it?
and, I mean, it was starting from a pretty low bar.
But they've
the previous
redesigned it
one.
and it's still just as shit.
Yeah, I think there's some teething issues. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll get better functionality as it goes, but
Maybe.
there was several times where I'd have to sort of refresh it if I was on the computer, or I'd have to on the app. It was no good. So
Well, you try and do a trade on the app and it just sits there and does nothing. And then if you say get out, it's like, oh, you want to discard your trade? But then if you say no to that, it's like trade confirmed. Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
okay.
it's-
Good app.
yeah, it's taking a bit of getting used to on the phone. Definitely.
Yeah, not ideal.
Fantasy segment's coming back later.
Is it? Oh,
Only for this week.
Oh, because you did well. But my biggest gripe for this week, definitely not football related. Does anyone else get annoyed at old people who decide to shop and vote on weekends when they could just do it anytime? Like you could do it on lunchtime on a Tuesday, but you are going to the shop when all the people who work go.
Right.
We were in Victor Harbour on the weekend, which is admittedly
high
is the
proportion of
which
old
is
people.
a very high proportion of old people.
They're being leisurely during the week, Sam.
Lizzie wanted to vote, because it's the state election this weekend. So they opened the early voting thing, packed full of old people who could have just done it on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Nah, they had to
don't
go
consider
first
your
day it
schedule.
opened, first couple of hours on a Saturday. Does anyone
this all
know-
you've got?
That is. I'm just get so it's the same with Woolworths and stuff. Just why would you want to subject yourself to this timing?
Honestly, I think that every time I go out, if I have a day off during the week, I'm like, what are all you people doing out here? Shouldn't you be at work? Why are you here? I'm here because I'm not working, but you should all be at work.
Yeah, now come to think of it, I could shop during the week and I don't. So
Yeah, like
I'm
after
one of
hours.
those people. No, like I could shop during the day on like a day. I do have a day off during the week.
Yeah, but like they could do it anytime.
True.
Literally anytime.
Yes.
The world is their oyster.
Well, maybe.
Maybe they're busy. They've got lawn bowls. They've got, I don't know what else.
Nuz agrees with me. Yes, Sam. Yes, my dad is like that. Such a boomer mentality. I've always shopped on Saturday morning. But you haven't worked for like 10 years.
Yeah, look, you do make a good point, but I can't say I'm annoyed about it.
Oh, it annoys me.
Look, this is what this segment's all about.
It is just things that annoy me.
I've got another. I've got
Oh, you
another
got
one. Why is the social media team, the Crows social media team, giving Harry Styles so much free promotion?
Oh, right.
I haven't
Every
noticed this
single video clip and TikTok has Harry Styles music on there, and I understand that it's probably a white chick doing these and selecting the songs, but there is such a broad array of music that you can choose from. Does it actually have to be Harry Styles for every single video? I'm just wondering.
Is it, giving that the whatever Gen Z type?
It really is. And like,
a super fan.
look,
Yeah.
I get it because there's always going to be songs that are trending. And so you're going to use those for your posts. I understand that. But this is getting to a point of ridiculous. And it was happening with Taylor Swift as well. When Taylor
Yes.
Swift released her new album, every single video had Taylor Swift. I need
Variety.
movement at the station here because I'm going a bit mental. As a music fan who tries really hard, and I know none of you look at it, but when I'm putting the Instagram posts up and I put the tiles up, I think so hard about what song I'm going to add to that.
I do look at
I
it.
try to make it. I meant these guys in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I meant these guys watching. They're probably not looking at it, but I try
That's
so
a fair
hard.
comment towards me. I didn't know there were songs. So.
Yeah, well, there you go, Ben. You're not on Instagram. But I'm trying really hard to at least match the energy of either the episode or the week or the
Yeah.
game.
You do a great job of it.
And I feel like it's just lazy work. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
agree
that's
with you.
that's my bargain bin for this week.
Fair.
My dad just sent me a message saying I sound like an old person. Thanks, Dad.
Does your dad shop on Saturdays too?
He's just defending himself.
He's like, I'm getting the pizza ingredients.
He's such a boomer. He didn't even put it in the chat. He just messaged me.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly
no.
how it should work.
Oh no, the camera's
Oh,
gone.
the camera's
again.
gone again.
Oh, no.
It's all right, guys. We'll continue.
We'll continue.
Ben, you got anything for the bargain bin?
Oh, no.
Oh. This is the wrong button.
Thank you, mother, for the rabbits.
Oh, yeah.
That is my favourite. Stinger?
Stinger?
Yes.
It is very good. Bit of Vic bait this week. What What the hell? Okay, I know we've been dealing with this for quite some time as Crows fans, but why does every single game have to be the commentators barracking against the Crows?
Yes.
Why do the Crows? It's always the Crows never. We don't have it in us. Or the other. It's all about the other team. What's going on there? Gary Lyon
Oh, yeah.
just could not handle the Crows actually having a decent game.
No, it was like they went Collingwood went goalless for a quarter and then they kicked their first goal and he's like, red alert for the Crows, red alert for the Crows. I'm like, all right, like
Calm down.
a goal in a half so far.
Now, Ben, do you want to segue into what could potentially be your new segment
Yeah,
here?
well, yeah, my pet peeve at the moment, probably least favourite commentator, particularly when he's on our games, is Jack Rewalt.
100%.
He is terrible.
He doesn't do well at hiding the fact that he doesn't like certain teams, and I just don't find his insights particularly insightful. So,
No.
he's very frustrating. Not directly towards the Crows, but again, against a team that's not from Victoria. They were at half timing. They were having a segment about, does opening round give you an unfair advantage? And they were talking, because it came off, I think Longmuir after the Freo game said, well, obviously there's an advantage to playing a game before another opposition does. And then they went around the table, do you think it gives an unfair advantage? And he goes, no, Freo just shouldn't have made those mistakes. And they had no legs left in them. They couldn't keep going. As I said, we were the only team so far that has beaten a victorious opening round team so far. I'm sorry,
Okay,
I got distracted
we're
by
back on.
the excited pointing.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oh, no.
Sam Cam it is.
But then
have to crowd around
topping
that.
it off the following day, he's on another match, and he starts talking about the effect of playing your first game for the season, how you're just not as fit as if you've played another game previous to that. And some might say that's contradictory to what he'd just said the night before about how Freo should have just tried harder.
Yeah. Wow.
It's, just very frustrating. And you always feel like people are more biased against you, but with Jack, it feels pretty real that he really doesn't like us. He acts like we won the grand final and he didn't. He has this real chip on his shoulder. I don't know if it's because we
Yeah.
belted them earlier in his career that he just can't stand the Crows
Everyone
for longer.
belted them early in his career.
Oh, we really belted Richmond a couple of times before that 17 grand final. But so I don't know. He's just so prevalent now as
Yeah.
well. So it
by
frustrates
no
me.
one's choice.
No.
Like,
No
we
one's
didn't. No
asking
one
for
wanted this.
No, he's like the opening round of commentators.
Yeah.
No one asked for it,
Speaking of
but
opening,
apparently they say it's very successful.
on the subject of opening round. Now, remember last week when I said that the AFL said that because it amped up the interest in round one, then that's why they were going to continue it. Well, it turns out that they actually had. There was no record-breaking crowds for round one this time around. In fact, people
Right.
didn't go.
Right.
No.
So how can that be the case?
They made the mistake of letting Adelaide play at
Just
the
put
MCG.
a screen saver thing up.
Like what?
Like one of our scenes, just put anything up that's there
All right.
without a camera.
I'll put this.
Yeah.
Did,
They can Bella.
There you are. Yeah, you did pop up.
Sam's back.
Yeah, I don't want to be back.
He's shut down by Fox Footy.
Hello. It's like this is just broke, decided it didn't want to work. Oh, this is very annoying. Notification off.
Please. No! Now they'll see how hideous I am.
Gary Lionhead.
Echoey.
Maybe.
Oh,
Not ideal.
there we go. I just heard myself.
Hello.
Are we on? Are we on? With echo or without?
Want that on?
Yeah.
Noise reduction?
No more negative comments about big media. They'll just
Yeah, I know. How's
cyber
that?
attack us again.
Yeah. Can you turn the noise up? Okay.
No more negative comments about big media. They'll just
Is it really?
cyber attack us again.
No, that's not coming from the mic.
No, it's not.
Oh, true.
Hello. Oh no. Hello. Hello. Hello.
You can sing like Nixie was.
Yeah.
Hello.
I could sing.
Oh, you back?
Oh!
Yeah, that's me.
Oh my.
I could
Are we
sing.
still echoey though?
Oh, there we
Hang
go. Mike's back.
Mike's
I could
back.
sing what I sung at La Sing, which was my favourite song, Lifehouse is Hanging by a Moment.
Oh, such a good song.
It's such a good song, but I'll tell you what, the crowd did not get into it.
Oh man.
I was a bit like, guys, you were singing Linkin Park 5 minutes ago and you're not into Lifehouse Hanging by a Moment? Get real.
Sorry, everyone. I don't know what happened there. The camera is obviously not working, but that shouldn't have affected the audio, but it did.
Yeah,
I
look
don't-
at all the... Oh, you want to see if Ben's there?
Can you
Ben,
do a
talk.
test, please?
I'm still here.
Tell us, Nath.
The chat wants to know if Ben's still in the house.
Oh no.
I was thinking of doing a Dan, but I'll stick it out for a while.
There you
There's
go.
no beauty filter on this.
No, there's not.
Face is red.
Yeah. My face is red.
Oh, Mike's
I'm bloody
functional.
sweating in here.
Are we,
Well done.
have we done this?
Out the Dwayne pipe.
Dwayne Pipe.
Dwayne the pipes Russell.
Oh my God.
I'd forgotten how that one went.
Does he have the power to turn us off? Like
Take it away.
Rewalt did?
Yeah, we've put Dwayne in here. I don't know if anyone was watching the Port game on the weekend, but Dwayne, when Port kicked a goal sometime in maybe the third quarter, went with that this game is going to go right down to the wire as Port climbed back within 6 goals of North. It was a really strange comment to make at the time, and it certainly popped
Classic
out to me.
Dwayno.
Sent it through to my dad at the time, and it's funny that you brought it up when we got here today. So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity for some Dwayne Pipe.
Dwayne Pipe. Down the Dwayne
Did he
Pipe.
also mention that Kenny's still a chance to win a premiership with Port?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right, what else we got? Ben's backyard.
We're doing Ben's backyard. Oh,
You-
surely
you
we're running
you
overtime,
fixed
aren't we?
everything just to get Ben's backyard in.
Surely
We are. This better be the quickest Ben's backyard
All
you've
right,
ever
very
done, Ben.
fast. Yep.
Double speed.
Ben's backyard.
All right. So last week I briefly mentioned we've sheep mulched the front yard, so no more lawn this week there was a little bit that we're widening the driveway, so that was digging up the rest of the lawn. So if you look, I mean, we don't have the beautification on, but if I'm looking a little bit fitter this week, that'll be why. What else have we done? We've put in my little mini pergola in front of Henry's.
That's right. Yes,
Henry's
yes.
room. So I was pretty happy with that effort. Mega sand pit in the backyard now. I'm calling it a mega sand pit or a small practice bunker, I reckon. So for golf, it's about 2.5 square metres. Bit over 2 tons of sand in our backyard now, so that was quite a few trips to the
It's a
landscaper.
mighty pit.
Getting a few new plants in. There's a couple of plants I've been looking for ages that I finally found. They're in the garden now.
More ornamental trees.
Cotinus flame.
What the hell's that?
It's a deciduous shrub that gets
We're
very
running over.
another
We've had
deciduous
audio
one.
issues. We've had video issues, and Ben's
Very, very
dishing up
pretty.
this rubbish.
very, very pretty shrub. So and then there's a fountain grass, which is but a green form, not the purple form. So how about that? Pretty exciting
Wow,
stuff.
that
It's
was
all happening.
all happening.
Speedy.
And I have big plans. I want plans. It's just time and money. But we'll see how we go.
Fair enough, Ben. All right. Thank you very much for that.
It's like a sauna in here.
While I remember, we did get a big message from Jaden too, and I think we've pretty well covered off a lot of what he said. We got that on Facebook.
Cool.
If you wanted to do you want to just peruse that while we play Bozza?
Yep.
Evening, people. Round 2 selections from the sauna. Sauna's not on, just to let you know.
Oh.
I'll show you a photo of who's in here. 2 changes.
There's just a dog in there.
Rankin and Edwards in. Fog and Laird out.
Oh gosh.
Wow. That'd be quite a change up.
Smaller forward line, and also I reckon Laird's time is up. But nice and sharp. 2 short turnarounds, 2 very extremely tough games in a row. 3 in a row, actually. 4 in a row. So let's try and bank a couple of wins in the next 2 weeks, shall we?
It'd be amazing.
3 weeks, should I say. Anyway, thanks, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
2 changes that we're never going to make, but like I don't hate it.
He thinks outside the box a bit, which I
Yeah.
always appreciate with Boz.
Yeah.
Sorry, but for some reason, Jaden's message isn't coming up for me.
Laid out is an interesting one.
Oh, what is that on me for?
You
Fog
get-
out is an
Away from
interesting
me.
one.
Sorry. I did get it's a big one.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't
Sam
know
Berry
about
was
that.
immense. Loved his attack on the ball. I thought he was a clear best on ground for us in the first half, and loved the way Rochelle attacked the ball, a guy who gets a lot of stick for being a bit of a pretty boy and a bit precious when it comes to contact, but he hit contests 100 miles an hour last night. McAndrew won us the game in the second half, especially in the third quarter. His distribution in that third quarter was awesome, and midfield group in the third quarter would have been loving life. Old habits did creep back in, lost count of how many times Laird turned over the ball and coming off half back with slow decision making and poor kicking. Coaches so far this season have all said the game's gotten even quicker, and I just feel that if Laird doesn't make the necessary changes to his game, he'll be the next Brodie Smith, Bryce Gibbs, Matt Crouch, where they're playing in the sandful because the game's gone past them and the club's being nice and just keeping them around to be a leader with the playing group. I do feel like he is the next one on the chopping block and will battle to keep his spot. Well, there we go. Boz has already dropped him. So,
Yeah.
Lauren.
Give that around.
He's not happy with the camera.
Other
so hot and I'm so red.
Other notable
so hot in
mentions.
here.
Archie, good to see him come home and was relatively quiet all game until he got hot in the kitchen, and that's when you saw him lift late in the game and get more involved. That's what you pay him for. Nice. Thanks, Jaden.
Yeah, thank you,
I
Jen.
reckon I'm having a menopausal or perimenopausal.
Well,
hot
you walked in and
flush.
said it was really hot in here, and it really felt quite nice to me, but
It is.
steaming in here.
it is hot. It feels hot now.
Well,
I'm like
I think
actually
it's-
sweating.
It's the humidity of it all. I think
Is
it's
it?
more than the heat. I think it's quite muggy in here. after
We
a
can talk
rainy
later.
day.
Sorry, viewers. This is not what was planned at all.
No one wants
Turn
to.
it round
No
more.
one wants to see up my nostrils.
I think they'd prefer that than my tomato face. Anyway,
Zoom in on Ben.
I did mention earlier that selection this week bringing Rankin in and pulling someone out is going to be a major discussion. Fogg is a very big call, Boz, and I think you might be wrong about that one. But and Laird, we're definitely keeping Laird. So who does come out for Rankin?
I guess my question then is he thinking, because I haven't looked at this, in terms of how we match up against the Bulldogs? Do we need more a smaller forward line against them?
Ben?
I would have thought against the Bulldogs, their weak spot last year was their defence, so we could stretch them with our taller forward line.
Right.
I would have thought we'd do all right against them in that regard.
Okay.
I feel like it was an obvious choice. I think Pedler comes out.
Is that obvious though?
I don't
I
think
think
it's
so.
obvious.
Well, I think it is. If Rankin has to come back, so he's got to come up
Yes.
with someone, and it just seems like the easy choice
Well,
to
he's
make.
the closest like for like.
Yeah.
I didn't. Not that he had a bad game, but I
It
think
wasn't bad, but he didn't get around it much.
it would be a fair old upgrade from Pedler to Rankin playing that mid forward role.
True. I mean, Saligo's being thrown out in the chat, and I think that's maybe also an option, but
Yeah.
they would also want him to be running games out to build up his tank a bit. So
And the
we're-
Samful's not actually playing until 2028,
That's
so
it.
we will need. Yeah,
yeah.
Where else is he going to get match fit?
yeah.
But I think, whoever comes out, it is a bit of a, it's just one of those things where you're just
Rough.
really unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Pedler did everything, not everything right, but, had as good a game as you'd want him to, I think. Maybe he missed a goal, but whatever he brings, Rankin brings at another level. And so he was doing good pressure around the ground, and he was doing, chasing and level of class. So it's rough, but it does seem like the most likely choice.
The only thing that worries me about Rankin coming back in is that, according to Matthew Nix, he is so ready to play football that I'm worried he's going to do another hamstring because he's going to be just so I'm here.
Yeah. That's what we need to pull him off in the last quarter if we're somehow winning, or even if we're losing. Maybe we just calm him down. It was that
Yeah.
Collingwood game that he did it when he came back from injury, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just running.
Yeah.
And we want him determined, but not trying too much as well, because he can do quite incredible stuff. But you don't want him. You want him to still focus on just playing good football.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
can overdo it for sure.
Well, it's going to be a massive game against the Dogs this Friday night. Finally playing at Adelaide Oval. Feels like an eternity since we've had football at Adelaide Oval, and the last 2 weeks has been difficult, to say the least, to be watching it on TV. But we're back at home, and I don't know, what are your thoughts? Obviously the Bulldogs have gone off, their massive ripping start, 2-0. Everyone's saying it looks like this could be the year for the Dogs. How are we going to go?
Oh, they look scary to me, really. They don't have too much wrong with them, but they didn't have too much wrong with them last year either, and they looked pretty shit. So, I don't know. Who have they played so far? They've obviously looked pretty good.
They beat Brisbane in Brisbane.
Yeah, which is a fair
and
effort.
then they flogged GWS, who were a bit injury
Yeah.
riddled, but GWS did account for Hawthorn pretty well. So.
Yeah.
And Brisbane also have quite a few injuries at the moment, a few players out. So.
And GWS are a different team when they come to Melbourne.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, I couldn't tip us this week. but-
Couldn't?
No.
I think beating the Bulldogs would be a much bigger achievement than beating Collingwood.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Feels like that, doesn't it? They're a scary team, and like I said, they were scary. They on paper they were scary last year too.
they had-
Yeah.
and Bont's in the form where he had 33, kicked 3 goals.
Yeah.
Norton, who's arguably their second forward, got 6 goals, and
Yeah.
then Darcy's got 4. So,
Yeah.
they're in some pretty good form.
And we played super well against them last year and kept all their forwards pretty quiet. But
The knock on them has been their defence, and
Yeah.
they haven't. I mean, they've added a couple of players, but I don't know, Buderick, and there's that young Lockie Jackson. But yeah, so I don't know. I think if we have things played the way we want to play, or a chance, we can stretch their back line, I reckon. But I think the strength of their midfield and their forward line is going to be a big struggle.
Look, Adamo in here saying, at home, come on, where's the confidence? And I kind of agree with that sentiment. We will be playing at Adelaide Oval. Historically, Western Bulldogs haven't been amazing there. And it is going to be a huge, huge home crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, I just think they're flying at the moment. So it's maybe
They've got to come down at some point, Ben.
They do. That's true. But so we'll see how we go. It'll be interesting. Last week, I didn't get a chance to actually say it because I don't know. Then we went off on a tangent. But I was tipping the Crows last week.
Us a tangent?
Yeah. But
Look, I did tip Colin.
I'm not sure.
I tipped the Pies on the pod last week, but I did tip the Crows in my actual tips, and I'm very glad I did that.
I had Crows by 23, I thought, against Collingwood. Whereas against the Bulldogs, I just think they've got a lot more substance to them than Collingwood do.
Well, it's going to be a massive one, and win or lose, I think hopefully the Crows will just come out screaming again and play a very good game. I think between the next couple of games is like we've got Western Bulldogs and then we've got Geelong. Is that right?
Geelong and Geelong, I think.
As long as we win one of those two games, I think I'll be happy with that.
It'll be interesting. It's when I was talking before how we score all our points from turnover. They're a lot less reliant on that. So from stoppage, they're like 45% of their score comes from stoppage, whereas where it's sitting at like 15 or 18%. So them getting a centre clearance can be very damaging. We need to be able to, if not break even, but come close to that. Otherwise, we could very easily get a quick score put against us. Like we can't just rely on getting turnovers against them.
Yeah. Filthy versus Bont. What do you think of that matchup?
In the midfield, yeah.
Oh, wow. Hadn't thought about that.
Might be a good lesson for Riley.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. It's just they're very deep in their midfield as well. Like you've got obviously Bont, but then you've got Ed Richards. So many players going through there that are very strong, very good. And as much as it annoys me, the hyperbole for Sam Darcy versus Thilthorpe, I think they're a lot closer than what the media would suggest. Yeah. He is still a very dangerous and difficult player to match up against. I think last year Butts, did a really good job on him.
He did, until he got the punctured lung.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that again.
That's right.
By Sam Darcy, I think.
Yeah.
Which he got nothing for because he's a superstar. Good bloke like Pendlebury. So
that's right, of course.
And I'm sorry if I zoned out and you already said this, Ben, but it'll be another big test of McAndrew against their ruck as well.
It's two jumpies there with Tim English and McAndrew. So it'll be like for like with one far more experienced. So, that will be interesting. He won't have as many easy tap downs to our mids as he did on the weekend.
Yeah. I'm laughing. Jake said Nixie is undefeated as a coach with a beard. And I really do think he should keep that beard.
Me too. Keep the stubble.
Yeah, it's working.
All right, so who are we tipping? You're tipping Bulldogs.
I'm just going to tip Bulldogs by 15 points.
Ben?
Them by 27.
Okay.
I'm going to tip us. I'm not confident. I think it's but I wasn't confident last week and I tipped us. I think it's the home ground that if this was in Melbourne or Ballarat, God help us, then I would not tip us. But I think because it's here, I think the home crowd will be raring to go. I think there's a chance we could, pip them at home. So, and the Crows haven't given me a reason to tip against them yet. So, I'm going to go with the Crows, and but not by much. I think it'll be a close game if we do pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Crows by 5 points.
Nice.
And I'm hoping with our first home game that maybe with an off season, everyone's had a chance to refresh. We can have an atmosphere of excitement as opposed to just a big boo-a-thon like we used to have last year.
Yeah.
Just actually enjoy the game again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we need to remember that the Bulldogs are a great side, so just enjoy the spectacle.
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
All right, well, thanks for sticking by us with all the technical difficulties this evening.
Sorry,
I'll make sure Sam charges the batteries for the camera for next week.
I had two and neither of them were properly charged.
Thanks so much for joining us again. Don't forget to buy us a coffee. We'll be back next Monday to give you the lowdown on this Friday's game. If you see us around at the game, say hello.
Yes.
Here we crow, people. Farewell.
See ya.
Oh, God, how do I do it from here?